like this is something that Nico Baby particularly would have been asking for. You know, give me something like the Medusa where I can carry the rest of my team once Limp gives me the space to do so.
Still no response top because Kuroki's still at 6. One more creep would do it, and there it is. They could try and make a play here. 33's not an easy target with a third hero maybe, but there's the chain away in time. Last will be thrown out through, and will hit true, but he throws down the tree with the GG branch, trying to move away. It's not going to be quick enough. Limp has arrived, though. A little bit too slow to get some vengeance, however, as they will back off.
Limp's really going in deep. This is a 1v4 situation.
He'll realize that now. Maybe a little bit too late. This is greedy for Limp. He knows it. Hopefully he learns from it. But he didn't learn soon enough, as he will be brought down.
Trying to take advantage of the space as much as possible. This mid lane pushing in. Off, actually. Nice use of the illusion rune to pull the creep wave back away from the tower. Make it not so safe for Hanskin and Fana.
More importantly, though, it is out of deny range. 33, he just hit. He thought he could come back. They waited around. The Ice Blast isn't a long cooldown. It's actually even to your respawn time. So I dare you to come back again and see what happens.
Well, I guess it's at the stage of the game where they're like, look, we need to do stuff. Some of it's going to be stupid. But Nico Baby's farming. He's taken an ancient stack at the moment. He's nearly level 10, so he's highest in the game, equivalent with Weeheart. I think he's having an alright game. And that's really what it's about for them at this point.
It's just a matter of who has to be sacrificed, because yes, we've seen 33 die, but more importantly before that, right, we saw the painful experience for Limp with that rotation top complete backfired, so his progression has been stunted a little, and you can see he just has to fall back to farm, and there isn't any picks anymore. Instead, now that you have the ultimates online, you're going to see Nigma the ones who are constantly rotating, and GH with his Invis rune is looking for someone now.
Look how deep Miracle is. He's farming right in there, and they actually catch him in a stun.
Confident, and I'm not sure why. Easy pickings for the side of Alliance, and the biggest kill they could find. Now on the sideline, that means the Medusa can start to build a lead over this Lifestealer.
Going straight into that Manda style, wanting to dispel a lot of the silence that's coming through, potentially the... Was it Haze be dispelled? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can get rid of that with the Manta. Also, you can use the Manta illusions to just tank the Aether Remnants as well. It has a lot of use in this game. It's a very good item. Just naturally good on Medusa. You want the Yasha anyway. It's such high value. Glimpse.
Oh, they glimpse him back.
Static Storm. And they'll throw the kisses. This is what we call a Chavant commitment. Why go in hard when you can shoot from afar? And now the Avalanche toss combo. Stun fall off again. They catch him out, and they're going to find a kill. This time with the voice for it. Lifestealer, you realize the combo can't be used on him, but you have to rage and run away as they do use the Stone Gaze to chase down. Toss forward. It's going to end before they can stone someone. But Nico Baby will chase on through, looking for the damage. GH has enough to finish him off. And on the other side, Miracle, forced to fight against his will fall as well as the Lions strike back.
Triple kill for Nico. What a better way to take that sort of fight. Yes, it did require all the rotations from Alliance down bottom, but Nigma, they tried to respond in kind, and just a bit of better spell usage, a little bit too much of an overextension, and some good, like we were saying before, maneuverability, getting that early pick off onto the Slardar through the use of the glimpse. Big factor behind their victory in that team fight.
I mean, more importantly, you're playing into this situation Alliance wants, right? Like, the Medusa is being fed kills at that point, and what Alliance need to do is they need to actually fight you, right? They need to make sure the net worth lead is growing for the Medusa, and there's never really a threat onto Nico Baby. It's just onto more heroes from the side of Nigma, and when they show up outnumbered, you can already see, even without the big spells, at this point, Alliance do have the means to chase down.
Here we go, they're looking to fight again.
Gonna go trap them in. They don't want
very close to the Static Storm.
Limp is coming by just to say hi, and there's the glimpse back, but dodge out the dissimulate. They will be just staring at each other. Moving in onto Limp, Ice Blast coming through, everything Mystic Flare just to kill him off. It's going to be a trade as GH does die to Nico Baby. Hanskin throws down the Static Storm as they will walk into it, and the Stone Gaze was off cooldown. Hasn't been that long, but it will feel like a lifetime as Nico Baby now in trouble, way too deep. The kisses are coming out, all the spells available. Alliance didn't even need to stack them together. It's going to have some impact as he comes back into the kisses. Mind Control is brought down by 33. The chase is on board. Cookie gets dodged out by the rage. Miracle looking to go back in on Nico Baby, who is out of mana and soon to be out of life if he doesn't get some assistance here. And with the remnant, it's good enough control. Invest in. We says I can get you out in 10 seconds. But why go out when you can go in? As they will go deeper, looking for more. Drag on the Fada, brings him in because that remnant cookies forward for the team, he says, for the alliance, as he is felt. And in the end, Nigma get the better side of the fight.
Pretty handy as well. They picked up the Philosopher's Stone that dropped for an alliance kill, and it was picked up by Weeha there with the Void Spirits. So one tier 2 item extra going the way of Nigma. Just gives them that little bit of an extra advantage and shows the importance of taking the fights on their terms. Just a couple of seconds off on the Static Storm meant that they had to take a disadvantageous fight a little bit closer towards, say, a more open area as opposed to one of these
fight. I feel like I can never emphasize this enough. This is the thing with kisses, right? Like, this tells you how far behind Alliance feel right now. Is when you commit kisses like that, it's very low expectation. Because you know it's a slot over a pipe already.
Yeah.
And it's only level 1 kisses. So now you don't even have the full potential damage output when you get to a big team fight. And you might lose even more as Hans could get found out. You'll just fall. It would be worth committing the Static Storm. That's going to be a tier 2 tower full, and Nigma's going to take another one.
Now Alliance are in a very bad position because not only do you have to fight into an Aegis against a core that honestly you don't have a ton of answers to in the Lifestealer, he's also got the Halberd, so all the damage that's potentially going to kill him, you have to kill him twice through Halberd, which is next to impossible.
Yeah, you can just see how very casually he comes down from his tiny airlines experience and immediately just starts hitting tower. It just doesn't phase him. And this, of course, is with armor off. If he sees Tiny jump in, he'll just switch armor on and live long enough. Tower will go down. Cookie gets dodged out by the rage.
Dire's bottom tower.
It's tempting to actually infest to heal up, but they'll just back away. There's no rush here. They get a tower, they back off. You've got some gold to spend. Wait for the next wave. Heal up by the time you arrive. Have a like. Toss. Miracle says, what was that? Did someone just stop me for 2 seconds from hitting buildings? Problem. Big problem, actually. Gets caught out here. This is gone. That's true, but this might be the back off, and you would have liked a lot more of this first Aegis. So it's going to go down. The kisses are coming out to Avalanche toss already.
What's a lot?
God, Alliance strike back. The kisses won't reach much further. Kuro moving away with that Glimmer Cape will be able to TP out successfully. They only lose the Lifestealer, but Alliance have repelled the forces of Nigma out of their base.
Great crowd control coming from Alliance as well. I was talking about the difficulty in killing the Lifestealer. It doesn't really make a difference if you can't get that Heaven's Halberd off onto the Deucer while she's dealing all this damage through to you. So maybe going a little bit too far there, and the return for taking a tier 3 tower not as big as it used to be.
No, that's the summarizing thing. When you actually look at the map, there's still a tier 2 in the mid, right? So Nigma, they aren't going to get much else out of that. You can actually see the way the push is waning because they only commit the Lifestealer at the front. And this Lifestealer, while he is fairly farmed and Miracle is having a great game, it's not your 18,000 net worth Lifestealer, right? Where he's bulked up a bit more. He has the XP advantage as well. And he's just this unassailable tank.
Mm-hmm. Continuing to build up into the armor here on the Timber Saw. Got the plate mail queued up after finishing up the Lotus Orb to go for this tower taking potential. No, you've got the Basher queued up.
Fight as well. Jump in, Pod almost dead, moving away, wiggling off the Lotus Orb to try and reduce the damage, but he's going to go down the Cookie. What?
Nice Static.
Look at the way he died. Static Storm is going to be good. BKB chase through from Medusa. The kisses are out in a Miracle. They're trying to seclude him from the team. The glimpse back to make sure he has no reinforcements, and he will go down. Guru even might die on the exit as they're chasing for 33. If he can keep eyes on, they've got the glimpse in 7 seconds. Once again, Nigma punished for this aggression. You were trying to highlight it about their builds, right? They've gone for this go in, this commitment. It's not going to farm as hard as this Medusa, so they understand if you try and race a Medusa in the late game scenario, you lose. You have to go for active items now, and it is backfired twice.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the decision to go before the Basher was completed was a little bit premature from them, thinking that, you know, we've got the jump, Deucer might be slightly out of position, we might be able to catch someone, but they didn't have any vision up on the high ground, so them feeling particularly confident was a little bit perplexing.
And you can see why Alliance feel confident. You said they don't have a vision. Alliance like, damn right they don't. The amount of sentries laced in this area. And as I'm talking about that disruptor, well, he got the outpost. It's a little bit soon, Smoke. They need to be quick here. This rush won't
They've
take
got the
long.
courier giving vision.
They're not quick enough, though. They're going to try and actually maybe just submit the fact that the Aegis won't be in their hands, but they can punish them here. In this choke point, this could be huge for them, even if the Aegis is in the hands of their opponents. Limp jumps in. Aegis being picked up, though, forced up away, and Limp's already almost dead. The kiss is coming through. They'll get rid of the Skyrack. 1-for-1 trade right now. Limps is going to come back, dragging him back towards the Stone Gates Medusa. Nico Baby activates the BKB, brings down mind control as well. Buyback will come out from Tiny. He says now's the time to fight. We slash him through. Limp for the kills. Hands get controlled up, will be brought down, and it's starting to go in favor of Nigma as Miracle surges forward towards Nico Baby, who has no way to protect himself anymore. The control is out. The Ice Blast comes in. Limb gets clipped as well. Medusa's going to be brought down, dead for 80 seconds. And the chase is on. Limb retreats towards the base. They leave behind the timber. He says, go. There's no way out for me. Ultra kill for Wii. No one left around for the rampage. But now they have an Aegis to pivot off and a Medusa dead for 80 seconds. And they would have noticed that Demon's Edge.
And oh man, it's just the difference that literally 1 second can make. He blinks in just after they finish it. Could have gone for the snatch. Knowing that the Tiny had the open inventory slot available, so he didn't have that bracer handy. That little bit of extra magic resist, that little bit of extra HP could have been the difference between having to buy back and not. So one decision could be the thing that unfortunately causes Alliance to bow out at the last stage of this minor qualifier.
And it's one of these type of scenarios where you could have potentially used the kisses to just set up that zone of destruction. So Nigma friend, right? You could have done it prematurely. But it shows you the state of the game for Alliance. That they need every element at their disposal to drop Nigma's members. So if they throw the kisses and they use it more as a scouting tool, and it's wrong, and that cause wrong is spotted out, instantly they can no longer fight for 110 seconds. And that is the struggle for Alliance. As you said, just a second difference between it being a good move and a bad. Are looking to have this series pay off incomplete for them. They have a 15,000 net worth lead, and they want to push it to the limit.
Yeah, we've got the Solar Crest up and available on Kuroki as well. Very cool. Perhaps mind control as well. Doesn't really care about this repair kit.
No, Miracle is less phased than last time he approached this base. He's learned his lessons and his mistakes, and so many extra items now in the hands of Nigma. It's easy for them to do this with less chance of repercussion, shall we say, coming out from the side of Alliance. And they're going to be forced to fight before the Rapier is ready at this rate. Avalanche toss, they just want to try and get this Aegis because they're just 1,000 gold away from having Rapier complete. The tower is already gone.
Same amount of lifesteal though.
It only works when he actually lifesteals things though. They stop them short of getting the melee racks. They will back off, and that's the breathing room they need as long as they don't come immediately back in. As Nico Baby is just 800 gold away. The courier's already on its way out.
He's healthy again. Also got that double damage in the top lane, but no one's there to pick it up.
He's definitely looking full of life. Unlike these racks as the second lane will fall. And Aegis.
Aegis gone.
Lovely timed. The glimpse back. Avoided though. Full rage. There's no way you're getting a kill on a life score like that. Snipe it out. There it is. Hansko gets found. The DD gets his max impact. And he moves across to Nefado as well. As we versus the world. He's going to start to feel the pain though. The greed will be punished. He's trying to move away. And they will chase forward, but they don't have the damage to finish. Nefado can't do it alone. He needs some assistance to step out. If they can get the scatter blaster. No! They find him!
Oh, they found him!
He smells the fear of we and crushes him. Mind, body, and spirit alike. Dead for 80 seconds. And 900 golds into the hand of the Tiny.
What are they doing with this time, though? They're already down 2 lanes of Vrax. They need to push in the lanes, and GH and Kuroki and Mind Control, they've done a fantastic job of making sure that there's not going to be any fear of any sort of consequence for those sorts of...
That's right. That's the advantage you have when you pushed in, right? This is why it's always, you know, this team is 2, 3, maybe 4 fights away from winning the game. It's all about that first fight that gets you out on the map, the second fight that gets you on their side of the map. Third is usually fixated around Roche, which could be up in a minute's time.
You know, it's great that they could get the kills onto these cores, but other than a nice little gold bounty of... Actually, that's not bad. 900 for Weeha. Really too much resulted from it. An outpost at this stage of the game, especially when there's 3 minutes remaining until the next lot of experience goes out. It's not going to be a big game changer.
But
I think level 25 is the next biggest thing, and the next neutral items.
But it also does make Nigma pivot back a little bit, right? In this situation, when you see the lanes are naturally going to push in, what you want to try and do is you want to try and expedite that process. You want to shove them in. But as we just presented, if you get caught out of position, you can still very easily die to this lineup. So now you're in this situation where you want to get their attention in the out lanes in prep for Roshan, and Alliance instead, they're going deep looking for an opportunity. Take that outpost away. If this is a quick Roche spawn, it's not. 2 minutes. And this definitely.
You've also got top lane pushing in, so reveals a lot about Alliance's positioning. If you've got this giant super creep wave, 2 waves actually, 3 pushing into the base.
And now Nigma, they see the opportunity to rotate, smoked up and on the move.
Wow, they're actually moving back for it, not just taking the backdoor protection mid lane.
The racks aren't what get you the win here. You're up against a Medusa or a Rapier. You need to kill her. You do that, you break Alliance.
Look at this handskid positioning. So deep on the edge. But now the tier 4s, they're under siege.
They're still ignoring it. They're hesitant to come back because both teams are just waiting for this Roche. And if you come back, you know that the side of Nigma could just hold you in these choke points.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
They're going.
They've had enough. And there's the TP's back. They finally get eyes on what Nigma's doing.
That's a valuable resource to be expended. Tier 4's now very much in the equation.
It's a high value play, right? Like the potential upside for Alliance there is you find a crucial pick and then you completely take leverage over the map. I don't blame them for making that play. It beats you standing in the base, and that's the more anticipated play. When you have this Medusa, the traditional thing that Medusa's always done when they're behind is, guys, I need another Rapier. And they'll just sit and they'll farm waves safely.
We have deep again.
I was going to say, as a result, now they find themselves in a situation where you have had to surrender your control that side of the map. Nigma are fully aware of this, and now you maybe don't have a favorable location when it comes towards the Roche situation.
Just had a gem delivered through onto Limp, so it's all about getting control back on this map. Are they going to try and go for this outpost as well? Because right now they're not getting any experience, and go to hit up into his level 25. That might be the key difference maker. Don't think they'll have time though.
It's way too late. It's not worth the risk right now. This next fight will decide whether they actually can defib themselves back into this game, or if they just want to sign their own death warrants. And Barda's going to do exactly that as he gets caught out. Mind control is hunting forward. Can't see anyone though. They know they're on the high ground, but it's a Medusa, so you respect it. Instead, you eye up Roche. It has just spawned. There's no easy way you can interrupt this right now, not unless you buy back on the Snapfire straight away, and even then it's a long trek across. And this is going to be the Aghanims as well. You do not want to give that to a Slaughter.
Not much choice. Oh, they went for the steal. He got it.
He got the kill and the Aegis, and that will be all we'll pick up. We'll be happy with that. He'll give over his life. They're waiting behind him. Maybe they try and fight with BKB from mind control. Limp not able to easily get out of this. Will fall. Nico baby, he shot once. Limp is buying a little bit of time, but it's just enough time that they retreat after they revealed they were still waiting around. All right, Alliance keep it hasty. They might find a little nutritional snack on the side as Hanskin gets blitzed down. Ran over by Wee.
I don't know about that one. I think maybe he was trying to keep that top wave pushed out a little bit with the Thunderstrike, but caught out of position there. Probably have to force his buyback, even though he's only got 35 seconds on the respawn timer.
Situation for both of them, really, at this rate. Medusa is at risk if she comes too far forward in this, and there's the buyback of Tiny. You're still going to lose the tower. This is do or die. Nigma have had enough. You take away their toys, they take away your base, and they're going to take away your timber if he's not careful. Moves out the Ice Blast just in time. Stone Gate's been used. Toss back Avalanche control, but Miracle's out with the Glimmer Cave. And now you have no Stone Gates. A Medusa that is now incredibly vulnerable in the jump in. Mind control moving forward. Misses the Slithering Crush, but the Remnant comes out of the Snapfire, controlled up. BKB activated. We chase it in the meantime. 33 just being wailed on by Miracle. They will lose the Snapfire. Buyback comes out. Still has the kisses to work with, and 33 is still alive. They're just trying to get the racks right now. Toss away, trying to keep Miracle off the buildings, but Mind Control will go in to finish the deal. BKB trying to slow him down. He's not doing that much damage. He will do enough to bring it down. He'll be able to get the racks and the Mega Creeps and get out. The kisses will not find kills, other than the Void Spirit, who's brought down pretty early. But now Mind Control able to move away in time. Miracle still farming up items. If there's anything Miracle's going to do in the game, it's farm. But they miss the opportunity to trap in the Static Storm. He'll go for the TP away. This is ballsy, but he will make it out just in time.
Oh, the Rapier just not enough, and you have to feel that maybe if those little bit of extra experience was gotten from the outposts, it would have been the difference maker. You know, hitting up onto those level 20 talents a bit earlier on the Timber as well as the Tiny, hitting level 25 on the Deucer just a little bit earlier. Kuro?
Trouble. Doing this to keep them away. Like, this is the Alliance's only play. They have to go down mid and try to pivot this race.
Ball back.
And instead, in they go. Control out to 33. Mind Control might melt up here. He walked straight into Limb, but that wasn't what he wanted. And now the chase is on the Miracle. He got out once. I'm not sure if he does it again. The cookie's there. Kinetic couldn't trap him in. No race for 5 seconds, and they see everything. And they would be able to burst him down in time.
Kuro's gonna melt.
Gone. Kuro is indeed melting, trying to move away quick enough, but they stay on top of him. I think he just ate the cheese as well, and he'll also die. Nigma, in a rush to try and keep the pressure on and stop Alliance, are now hemorrhaging. Stand strong behind your Deucer. Prepare kit. Both sides can use the same sense of irony to hold back. Nico maybe looking fine for the moment. Will sidestep the Ice Blast. He can't afford to go back. This is in, or you are out of this qualifier.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And they ping it. They need to move.
They're gonna go for it.
They have to go for it. There is no other option. You can attack without being hit up by the tower. Prepare kit to slow this down. 30 seconds might be long enough, but there's the glyph to buy some time. They force it out early, but Life Stealer will be available with this fight.
Oh,
and look at the
Radiant.
They're losing
the base.
The glyph. Snapfire will go back. You need to actually stay here, which means they know you're now in numbers advice. This is the moment where they could try and deal with Nico, maybe. Solid Crest to slow him down. BKB gets activated just to bring down another tower, and they stab the backline. Hanskin has to use a Static Storm, but he's free to do what he wants. Mind Control, we melt through once, but he eats the cheese. Hex is going to come out. Moving for Mystic, but they stack on top of the Medusa, the keeper of the game. This is the way that they win, and they're looking like they're going to do it. Alliance!
Medusa!
The game! The damage overwhelms Nigma and crushes the hopes of making it to this lad as Alliance, against the odds, against Mega Creeps, and with the double Rapier play, they take the series 3-2.
Oh my god, what an end to a series like that. They were still down 11k net worth at that